the ARV is 1.6 and rehab really does cost $400,000, we can make $165,000. When you're flipping houses, time kills all deals. And so in this case, my buddy Mike texted me and he said, hey, I found this and I thought of you. And this is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, I believe, in LA. It's 1,000 square feet, listed for, let me actually share my screen. It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, listed for 1,000 square feet. Looks like it could have been a care home or something. Definitely for the elderly. Ooh, it is like ugly. Like that is dirty. It needs a lot of work. Okay, well, let's try this. The next thing is you need to calculate ARV. So I do have an ARV calculator here that I have. All right, let's run this. So everyone has their own ARV calculator. Okay, so the link is here and the address that I'm is 2925. All right, it's a 3-1. Square feet right now is 1015. And list price is $825. Oops. Okay, so now in order to calculate what the ARV is, you have to look for sold comps in the area. I'm gonna look for the zip code, which I did not put it correctly, so it's 9016. So now here's what I'm gonna do to find the ARV. I'm gonna go into redfin.com, put in the zip code, and press search. Basically, according to my friend, the house is listed for $825,000. If I put $400,000 into rehab, which also in this case means increasing the square footage, it could potentially be worth $1.6 million, which means if my quick calculations, my back of the napkin calculations, this is actually what he texted me. So let me actually just show you what that is. On a quick flip calculation, he texted me and said, hey, there's this deal for $825,000. If you put $400,000 into rehab, it could be worth $1.6 million, which means if I had 10% interest for 6 months, the profit could be $165,000 in 6 months. But now I have to verify to see if his numbers are right. So let's see here. So I went into Redfin, put in the zip code. From here, I'm going to toggle on not for sale, but for sold. And I want to say sold in the, let's go recent, let's go last 6 months. And now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to filter. So I want to do for more than 3 bedrooms, more than 1 bath, and I'm going to run it as is. And he said I do have to add square footage to then also get the 1.6. But let's just see as is and what can happen. Looking for houses. And now I'm also going to add in the square footage. And so I am at 1,000 square feet. So let's go 750 to 1,100 max. And there's one home that sold for a lot. It must be a huge lot. Why did it sell for 2 point? All right, this is an outlier. And I have no idea why it sold for so much. But let's try this now. Let's increase. So I'm not seeing any comps here. Let's add 1.3. Let's actually add, let's just say we're going to add maybe 400 square feet to it. And let's see the homes. I'm not, how big is this lot actually? Okay. All right. So lot size, spacious lot, sure. Well, how big is that? All right. So this is 3 beds, 1 bath. Lot area is 5,200. Built in 1944, has a garage. I mean, if you added an ADU, so let's see here. Let's go into my numbers now. The hard part is that even at quick, I'm not seeing 1.6 anywhere. That 2.9 is a driver. Let's see, what happens if I'm at 4 bedrooms and up too? 800, 800, 800. I'm not seeing, what is he seeing? All right. Let's go into how many square feet does he have to add to get 1.6? Because now I'm not saying price per square foot, 1.1, 1.1, 1.1. Even if I went 4 bedrooms and up, you'd have to add a 4th bedroom, 4.2. We'd have to add a 4th bedroom, and that would then get you 1.5. 1,800 square feet, 1,800 square feet, 1,800 square feet. All right, if we were adding 4 bedrooms, and that would be our comp now, basically we would need to add 4 threes all the way through. So now I'm going to take this information here, 4, 3, 18, 12, and I'm going to transpose this basically onto, I just want to see how good these comps are. So when I'm looking at ARV, I'm looking at the level of finish that we would go ahead and rehab this to. And this does look like a pretty updated flip. Modern cabinets, staged really well. Bath is cute. I mean, this looks like a beautiful elephant. Oh, what is that? Is that a second kitchen? Is that an ADU? With a permitted ADU. Interesting. Interesting. All right, so it looks like we would have to add an ADU. So it took the garage and it made it an ADU. And there is no longer a garage. Is that still a garage? Driveway. Interesting. But it's still sold for 1.8 in the peak of the interest rates too. Okay, I see the play now. It's an ADU. So now the play is, let's go link. And here this sold for how much? 1.525, 125, 123, and that was how many square feet? That was 1812. Okay, and that's the link, and the year built was on this 1941, 1940. So this is basically the same exact house. Interesting. That's a really good comp. Okay, this next one here, let's look up this guy then. And 1585, 123, also has 1819 square feet, 4.3, 1819, and this is a 4.3, this is a 4.3 with ADU. I'm just putting in notes here. Does this one have an ADU too? ADU? What does it say? Nothing. More single family. Thoughtfully designed studio completes this. Okay, so this one also has an ADU built. A really cute flip. Wow, gorgeous flip. Man, okay. Nice backyard and a really cute ADU. Studio ADU. All right. So now it's, can we do that house and an ADU for the budget that I have? Let me just do one more. I'll do these next two. Does this one also have an ADU? This also has an ADU, I believe. Wow, okay. And that's one house. And this was 1.543, 18. How many square footage was that? Let's see here, 1831. So these all have ADUs. 4.3, also built in when? What year? Okay, 4.3. All right, and let's do this. Okay, that's 3 comps. Let's just see what this orange one has. This one also have an ADU with an additional another ADU. All right, so this one is 1.875. Why does this one sell way higher? 1811. When did this sell? July this year. Why did this sell for $300,000 more? Whoa, okay. That backyard landscaping. Man, this is like a model home. Gosh, this is gorgeous. All right, that's cute. Okay, yeah, they do not do anything with the fireplace. That was original. Open that up. All right, lots of, wow, that's a high-end kitchen for sure. Okay, they built that deck and an ADU. I see the play now. Man, that's fun. Sales history. Bought it for $900. How about these ones? History. My sales history. $955. Gosh, these are good comps. So this one bought for $900. This was $955. I mean, if we could buy it for the right price. Okay, $990. And then the last one sold for, wow, 1.12. Interesting. I bet you that guy was shooting for which comp. That sold in July. This guy sold in, no, interesting. Man, he overpaid for that one for sure. How long were these flips, by the way? That took a year. This one took, he held it for over a year and a half. This one, 2 years. Why? That was 1 year. 1 year full construction. Interesting. Contingent backup offers, took the backup offers at $200,000 more. Okay. So as is the ARV right now, this basically takes this average price per square foot, multiplies that by what it is right now. If I got it to 1,800 square feet at 4.1, I'd be looking at a 1.6. But it would have to be 1,800 square feet. So we'd have to be able to budget. If my rehab is $400,000, purchase price equals. All right. So 1.6 is if we do an ADU, really more like 1.5. So let's go over here now. So if we bought it for $825,000 from here, if the ARV is 1.6 and rehab really does cost $400,000, we can make $165,000. If ARV is 1.5, that obviously drop us down to $74,000. And that is a $100,000 spread off of just that. Let's just take out this comp. Let's take out this one. Let's just see what happens. Okay. So if you don't have that, it's 1.5. 1.52. All right. 1.52, which means a $92,000 spread. So interesting. The deal is a very heavy rehab, clearly by what this is. But I ran the numbers. This took me what? 15 minutes to run the numbers. and my buddy can walk the property tomorrow, who's the agent who would represent us. We would have to then do a lot of work, including build an ADU, completely redo this house. Could we do all of that under 400K? That is a question that I'd want to talk to a contractor about. But at least now we know what the realm is. If we can get the property for cheaper, there's spread. If I would run these numbers and I would base my assumptions off of selling it for 1.52 million. I don't know about this rehab budget. I don't know what it costs to build an ADU, let alone redo an entire house in LA. But I think it's a really interesting proposition. There's potentially $100,000 profit. And if I can split that with someone and split the risk and the work, it may be just worth it. So this is a project that I'm interested in entertaining. I hope that you found this video helpful. This is how I think about flips, even burr properties. I highly encourage you to learn how to run numbers like this. I guess shameless plug, I did actually make a master sheet that I'm selling down below. And this is every single one of the calculators that I have made for investing. So I have a calculator here for long-term rentals, one for ARVs, just like I did right now. There's actually a long-term rental and a cash flip thing here. It'll also tell you how much you should potentially offer for a deal. There's a quick flip calculator. I know that you saw me use that right now. There's even a burr calculator, both with the acquisition costs and as well as the refinance on that end too. That'll tell you how much you are, once it's all said and done, what your cash on cash return is. There's a short-term rental if you are purchasing a short-term rental, how much it can generate, and also one that if you're arbitraging. So I will link a link to this calculator down in my bio. Again, my name is Josh Baldovino. I'm a marketer and I'm a real estate investor, and I'm just trying to help you make more income just like me. Actually, if you want to watch another video of me running comps, I'll link that video up here too. So if you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one.